So hey, what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to a brand new episode of the MotoGP 19 career mode. And this season, as you already know, we are racing as Fabio Quartararo at the full factory team for Yamaha. We've recently moved over, and as you can see, it has helped us in the championship. We're still leading by just 13 points over Dovizioso. 24 points behind us is also Marc Marquez, so it's pretty tight up at the top. Still got a ways to go in the season. You can see Yamaha leading the constructors, and then the team rankings as well, DUCATI do lead. So this episode we're going heading out to the Dutch Grand Prix at Assen, so let's head straight into it. So we ended up going fastest on our first lap by about 1/10 of a second over Mir, I think it was. So you know what, that should hopefully be enough to get into Q2. So only just Franco Morbidelli ended up beating us only slightly, our former teammate at the satellite Yamaha team, but we do make it into Q2, which is good. You might hear I've been struggling with a cold lately, so that's why there's been a bit of a lack of videos. Haven't had the motivation to play this game while I felt a bit under the weather, but anyway, we're going to skip on into a little bit into this Q2 session, and then we'll head out for hopefully a lap which should get us near the front row, if not on pole position. So let's see how we get on. Coming around the final corner, then we're just about a couple of tenths off of Dovizioso's time for that last sector, and in the end we beat it by just under 1/10 of a second, so that's us nicely on pole position for now. And you know what, I don't think I'm going any quicker than that. I'm going to leave it there, and yes, just under 1/10 of a second we take pole position. Quartararo continues to shine in this season, so a lovely start to the season. So what we're going to do, we're going to whack on some mediums front and rear for us, and we're going to go out on track. So you can see that hard tyre for Dovizioso, but everyone else gone for mediums. Right, let's see if we can convert this pole into a win, give us more of a lead in the championship, because we're going to be coming up to like the Sachsenring-Brno tracks, where historically I do struggle. We don't want that to continue in this season. Bit of a wheelie which costs us at the line, and here comes the powerful Ducati up our inside. We're later on the brakes though, and we cover off the threat of Dovizioso early. He's going to be quick though through this race. We left the door open a little bit there, and Dovi comes flying through. Marquez almost comes flying through. We get back ahead of Dovizioso. Flick it in, and Paul Espargaro gets hit off. We get nerfed wide by Dovizioso, and that allows 3 guys through. That's Dovi, Marquez and Miller, and we're now down to 4th place because we got nerfed out wide by Dovizioso. So let's see if we can bring them back. We did struggle through that first sector compared to everyone else, and the last 2 sectors we really brought it back into our own and to take pole position. So towards the end of the lap we should be quicker, so that will play to our advantage come the end of the race. Anyway, we've got 7 laps ahead of us, well 6 and a bit laps now. My aim is now to get back ahead of Miller, Marquez and maybe even Dovi, but if I mess up that like that, Rins comes through, the doctor comes through, we're messing this up. Get these guys back. I can take a pretty solid line through here underneath of our teammate Valentino Rossi. Alright, Rins is next. Can't afford for Marquez and Dovi to check out here. Look at them already going very quick into the last few corners. Let's go. Good run onto the straight now. All over the back of the Suzuki. We're going to get him back. Next up is Miller. Almost clip his rear that. Rins is coming back at us. He's strong through there. That Suzuki very agile. Look at him getting underneath of the Pramac. Do I think he's going to be able to out-drag that Ducati though down this back straight? Little slip from the rear. We can't close this gap. Excuse me. Let's get past Rins. All over the back of Miller now. Running deep. Coming back at us. All this battling is going to cost us time. Going to cost us tyres as well. On this back straight, let's go around the outside of Miller, and then we got the run on the Suzuki too. Look at Rins, he just won't leave us be. Bit of a block pass there, block him off in the braking zone. Let's go. Right, finally we're in third place, and Marquez and Dovi have pulled away a little bit, but they're going to be battling with each other hopefully, so we can hopefully bridge this gap now. We're on lap 3. Bit of an exciting start to this Grand Prix, isn't it? Already battling, and we're gonna have to try and close this gap now. Tricky old first sector, this Assen. Valentino Rossi's coming right through the pack now, so we're gonna have to watch out for him. 2.8 seconds is the gap now to Marquez. Oh, look at that rear. Missed the apex as the rear just completely flicked out on us. But I'm going to have to push if I want to catch these guys. We've got no one to aim at either, which again makes it a bit more difficult. So it's all about our free air. Rossi's through now. Rossi's going to be pushing us. 3 seconds. We close it in towards the end of the lap. Oh no, look how wide we are. Bring it back on track though. Get a nice line through the chicane. Oh, a bit wide on exit. 34.6. 2.9 seconds is the gap then. 3.4 seconds is the gap. I can't keep up this momentum. Tyres are starting to go. Just need to calm the pace down a bit. See if we can catch up gradually. 3 laps to go now. So we come across the line for a 34.3. So we're improving our time slightly, I think. Bit of a slip at the rear as we go on the straight. 3 seconds now. So that's a better sector 1. Again with the rear, but we make it work this time. That felt quick through there, but we lost 2/10 still somehow. Top end speed, I bet. I really do think it's going to be the top end speed we lost on. Oh, look how wide. Definitely pushing it past the limit. Full throttle. What's the gap now? 3.2 seconds. I just can't keep with these guys. Too quick for us today. The gap's staying there or thereabouts, so if we didn't lose all that time at the start, I reckon we'd be a lot closer. But we got stuck in a bit of a battle. Oh my god, we set fastest lap of the race. Right, then what's the gap? 2.6 seconds. Maybe, especially if they start battling, maybe we can start to close this gap down. Just about hold the rear in. Found a new life. New, a bit of pace, come on. Keep it going, number 20. 3 seconds is the gap. Oh, we're really pushing this. We only got 1 more lap to go, and is Marquez going to go for a move on Dovizioso before the end? Oh no, we got penalty. Oh, we deserved that. Completely cocked up that line into the final sector. Yeah, we're a bit all over the place now. Definitely not going to have anything to catch up with now with that penalty. See, this hairpin's real tricky getting the bike turned. Getting on the power early as well. You can see the rear just wanting to slide away from us at this late stage in the race. 2.7 seconds is the gap. I'm going to chuck it around here and hopefully change of direction. Tyres will grip up to the tarmac, which they did indeed. 3 seconds is the gap now. Lost a lot of time there. It's all down to top end speed really. And the bike roll out wide, a little bit too wide on the AstroTurf there. Thread in the eye of a needle. 3.3 seconds. We lost a lot of time through that third sector there. And now running wide at the Oh no, tyres. Right, round the final 2 corners. Bring it home for a 3rd place. I'll take that podium. Andrea Dovizioso absolutely dominated the Grand Prix. Surprise, surprise, but we beat all of our teammates again. A little time penalty, but nothing to worry about. Took the fastest lap in the race at the end. But in the end, we're now only 4 points ahead of Dovi in the championship. So it's getting tight up at the top now. We don't have the buffer I wanted going into the tougher rounds like the Saxon Ring and Brno, but we're going to have to hold on. Come on, Quartararo, we can do this. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, then do remember to smash the like button and share it around with your friends. So I'll see you guys in the next one.